I don't know where to start today. This is a little bit unusual vlog and I never did this before. So let's get the coffee first. Now I'm getting in mood. Let's go. I mean, after being in lockdown for weeks now, I do not even remember which day is today. I know people are going through a bigger problem than this. This is nothing. Things are pretty different and the circumstances has changed drastically, so we have to adopt accordingly. I usually do travel vlogs, but I do not have any other choice. This is what I'm doing today. This is refreshing. Today I'm gonna talk about quarantine time and some of the things that we did during this quarantine time for the very first time in our life. If you got better things to do, I suggest you do that, because I'm gonna talk here for a while. I mean, I'm gonna share my experience, how it is for a traveler to being in a lockdown situations, especially during this quarantine time. So we are experiencing so many new things in our life. I mean, this is something beyond our control. So this is the new experience for a whole generation. I know people are going through some of the toughest time of their life, and they are making some of the toughest decisions in their life. I mean, sad, to be honest, very, very sad. Like most of us, I am working from home as well. To be honest, working from home is not that productive as I thought. You are forcing yourself to be productive. It is actually not happening. It is actually going totally reverse. I mean, I don't know if it's happening with you guys, especially as a traveler. When I'm constantly traveling, when I'm constantly moving around, that's what I like. This is new experience for all of us, as we know. I mean, it's obvious. It's been more than a month. I miss socializing. So I've got my camera in front of me, so I'm gonna start socializing now. Look at me, I'm getting fat now. This is the benefit of being in quarantine. No matter how much you talk about the motivation, that no matter how much you talk about the inspirations and all that stuff, when it comes to being in a lockdown situations, guys, it does not work. I mean, it doesn't work. I mean, I tried to work out from home, doesn't work. I tried to be maximum productive from home, it doesn't work. I mean, it's a tiny bit. I mean, I'm going slow like a turtle, but still I'm working on it. I mean, again, it's not complaint, okay? I'm not complaining. Being bored is better than being sick. We have to save the lives. This is our effort to stop this pandemic so that we can go back to normal, back in our life. What this lockdown made us realize is that the digital nomad is actually possible in our profession. This principle is being used by travelers and vloggers for many years now, and this concept is actually being used in every profession right now, where you don't need a physical presence. I mean, this is actually a very, very good concept, and I always favor this concept because this is what I want to do in my future. So basically, concept is as long as you have an internet and laptop, you can work from any parts of the world. But some of the things required in a digital nomad profession is that self-discipline and the self-realization is very, very important. And that's what I'm lacking right now. I mean, self-discipline is something I do not... Don't talk about it. I think I'm trying my best to get motivated this time, but self-discipline is something we are struggling a lot during this time. I mean, like, basically entire world is dividing things in two categories, which is like essential and non-essentials. If you realize this, I mean, we actually don't need lots of things. As long as our groceries are open and the medical is open, that's what we need for the human being to survive. All other things are unnecessary, not needed. I mean, we can survive without it. With that, I'm saving a lot. I'm pretty sure you guys are saving a lot as well. when you do not do lots of unnecessary things, now you can see that how much you're saving, right? Other things that we did for the very first time in our life is probably queuing for the shop, queuing for the groceries, and queuing for the medical stores and any other food stores. During this pandemic, during this lockdown time, now you realize that we have to queue up for every single thing. If you're going to do the groceries to buy something, if you want to get some medicines, you have to queue up. There's a queue for like a long queue for every single thing. So whatever it is open, you have to queue for it. I'm concerned about the third world countries. I don't know how much they are suffering during this time. But this is the time to learn new things. This is the time to find out the new hobbies for you. Explore yourself. This is the time to discover who you are actually. Everything will go back to normal very soon, guys. I mean, for now, just stay lazy and do not go out. If you want to go back to normal lifestyle very soon, then put the effort and stay at home right now. We all are testing a new kind of lifestyle. I mean, don't get used to it. Enjoy what you have right now. And being motivated all the time is not possible right now. As you can see myself, I mean, like, I'm going through the hell lot of like crappy and boring time, and even though I'm trying to be maximum productive, it's not happening at all. I'm sure it's the same with you. I mean, I miss socializing, to be honest. I miss socializing so badly that I'm talking to a camera right now. During this quarantine time, there are so many things that I did, and there are so many things I actually discovered that I can do it. For example, I can actually cook, not just the rice and curry, because I'm Asian, of course, you expect me to cook curry. I've tried cooking so many other different dishes. I realized that I can actually cook. Cooking has never been my hobby, so the situation is that like the Netflix is no more entertaining to me because I killed it, all content over there. I mean, I finished everything in Netflix. Well, I mean, that's physically not possible to finish everything, but most of it. Netflix is no more fun for me. Yes, this time I'm sleeping like a crazy 10 to 12 hours a day. I mean, sleeping is my new passion now. 10 to 12 hours a day. I mean, oh wow, I never slept like this before. I mean, probably barely I was sleeping like 6 to 8 hours, but now I am actually sleeping 10 to 12 hours a day. Very relaxing. Peeping from the window is my new hobbies. As you count the star in the sky, similarly I count the cars on the road. And getting fat is the most satisfying thing ever. And of course, one more thing that I did during this quarantine time, I can actually cut my hair myself. I never ever did in my life. So this is my new achievement. Look at me. Does it look nice? Thanks to lockdown. This is what happened when you force yourself to create something unusual. This is the worst vlog ever. Guys, lots of things are going to change after this lockdown. Prepare yourself for the impact. Don't get used to this kind of a boring and easy life. The worst time is coming, guys. But don't worry. I mean, just prepare yourself. You don't have to worry too much. Just worry. So I could imagine for the first world might be okay. I mean, it's not that much a difference after the lockdown. For the third world, definitely it is going to be a big drastic difference after the lockdown. The world is going to face the biggest recession. This is going to be the worst. The social structure is also going to change. Social distancing rules and all that stuff until they discover the vaccine. So next time when you see your friends and loved one, probably you're gonna have to talk to them in 2 meter distance and stuff like that. As soon as they discover the vaccine, I think things gonna be normal. So I mean, the world is really trying to find a vaccine, so it's gonna happen soon. So be optimistic. like any other industry, for the travel industry as well, it is going to be a big difference after this lockdown, after this pandemic. Traveler like me out there, guys, get ready, prepare yourself, because when you travel next time, the thing's going to be totally different. Before this pandemic happened, people were more welcoming toward traveler and the foreigner, but I think this is going to change after this lockdown, because they will be more suspicious about you rather than welcoming you, you know, because for the obvious reason, you have to mentally prepare yourself for that. There are so many psychological aspects you have to consider when you travel next after this lockdown. And we will go back to normal, guys. We will go back to our normal routine. Until that time, guys, stay safe.